Hi, this is Faust, and this is how to get that Future Rave sound using only Ableton stock devices. So what I did is that I recreated some of these tracks here. Let's take a listen. So the secret tool to do this, the tool that I'm using here most of the time, is going to be Drift. So why Drift? Well, why not something like Serum? Well, actually, in Future Rave, the greatest responsible for the quality of the sound is not really the source, but it's rather the processing. So when you load up Drift, it's going to look like something like this. And let's take a listen. It's not really the sound that inspires us the most. So the first thing to do is to turn off one of the oscillators. We're only gonna need one. Leave it at saw wave, because as we've seen in all of these examples, it's just a saw wave with a bit of white noise. The secret with Drift is that it contains two envelopes that can modulate these oscillators basically at will on this mod matrix here. So first of all, we're gonna get rid of all the different modulations here. Gonna just use a plain saw wave and a plain noise, and then we're gonna come to the mod matrix here, and this is the trick that you can actually set whatever parameter you want here to modulate whatever other parameter. So for example, we can set the envelope 1 to modulate noise gain, for example. That means that so by default the second envelope is targeted to the noise, but now it means that actually it's the first envelope that controls it. So this is why I think Drift is a great tool for making these kinds of sounds, because when we are in Serum, we're only really using the two envelopes and these two oscillators. So as I said, all these sounds are essentially white noise with a saw wave. But with Serum, the problem is that, first of all, if I play here, you're gonna notice that my CPU usage just goes through the roof. As you can see, almost 30%. So in these examples, I did not do any layering, but I did do a bunch of processing. And just to compare, we're going to take a look at the Drift and then the Serum, and the processing is actually the same. These are two racks that are included in my kit, in my Future Rave kit, and they are going to be on the same, it's just going to be the same two racks, but the only difference is going to be Serum versus Drift. So let's take a listen. So as you can see, in my opinion, the Drift is even closer to the reference than the Serum. You might think that the Serum has a better quality, but actually, in my opinion, with Serum, you might get stuck in deciding the wavetables here and waste a lot of time and energy and creative decisions with things that are not as important as the processing, which is essential in Future Rave. Okay, so what you have to do is just find the right envelope for the beginning of the note. So in this case, for example, if we listen to this if we listen to this reference, we know that it's a very short attack and very short decay, right? So you get that right, and if you get the sync between the white noise and the saw wave, then you're good to go, and then the rest is going to be essentially just processing, you know? Let me give you another example. If I turn off all the processing here, we don't get that bounciness, that effect that's very typical of Future Rave. that comes with the processing. Okay, so this is how I did it. And as I said, you just get the attack and decay, you just get the envelope ready, you get it right, and then you can modulate here as you wish. For example, we set the noise to the first envelope. We could, in this case, set also the saw wave to the first envelope. Anyway, that's it, and this is how I did it. I really recommend that you check out Drift and try to learn with these modulations and try to make it your own. This is a great tool for making these sounds. And as I said, everything is going to be available in my Patreon page. The link is going to be in the description. You can get it for free. Subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be making more tutorials like this soon. And that's it. Take care.